Welcome dear students and followers of KLR Virtual Academy. ఈ సెషన్లో మనము స్టాటిస్టిక్స్ యొక్క ప్రాముఖ్యత, వ్యాపార ప్రపంచంలో స్టాటిస్టిక్స్ని ఏ విధంగా ఉపయోగిస్తున్నారు, దాని యొక్క ప్రాముఖ్యతను మరియు ఇతర విభాగాల్లో రంగాల్లో స్టాటిస్టిక్స్ యొక్క అప్లికేషన్స్ ఏంటి అనేది నేర్చుకుంటాం. ఇన్ దిస్ సెషన్ we will cover regard to usage or application of statistics in business and administration and management, as well as application of statistics in various departments or various fields of sciences and non-sciences, right? So we came to know that statistics is a branch of science concerned with preparation of numerical or statistical information simply. So it is a branch of science concerned with preparation of numerical or statistical information, and based on that information you can take decisions, you can evaluate your decisions, you can formulate or evaluate or review the so-called decisions taken by your organization. So in the first part we have discussed regard to importance of statistics to the state, since statistics is originally designed and developed by various people regard to state affairs. That's why it is called as science of statecraft. So in case of state, we can glance about the importance of statistics in various areas like planning and administration, welfare schemes development, education policy making and reviews, and health and medical issues, industrial development, and resource location and allocation, and policy formulation. We have discussed so far in the previous session. Today's session we will cover the importance of statistics in business and management. See, business is an economic activity concerned with production, process, manufacturing, distribution, buying and selling of goods and services with profit motive with continuous nature, which includes risk. This is the definition, and we have also discussed regard to elements of business. What are those activities prevail in business area, right? So we will discuss one by one the application or importance of statistics in the business and management point of view, right? Insurance, this is a service, particularly activity of commerce, part of business that provides coverage to the living and non-living things about the future loss, or it provides a stuff to face the future uncertainty. So this is an important aspect nowadays we are seeing and enjoying, right? You can get insurance, get insure your life, you can get insure your activities, you can get insure your assets and properties, you can get insurance your transactions also, right? So what is the application of statistics in insurance, right? Certainly insurance companies are those that come forward to provide risk coverage to the people and things in the form of life insurance and general insurance. In order to design a policy, in order to identify the risk coverage, in order to identify confine the premium rates and the claim parameters, certainly you need some information. For example, if you have the data about birth rate and mortality rate, definitely that will aid to you design a policy in the name of life insurance policy, right? So this is the backdrop and database supported by the statistics. Based on the statistics or statistical information, insurance companies nowadays designing many kind of policies, and they are offering many kind of risk coverage services. At the time of maturity or at the time of the calamity, what happened, the insurance company is supposed to pay the claim or the sum assured in that policy. In order to identify the disaster taken place or the value of claim, a person involved in this business is called as actuarian. So actuarian is an activity concerned with identifying, locating, tracing and valuing of the damage taken place or the activity gone through as per the insurance agreement. Based on the report of that actuarian, the insurance company is supposed to pay that amount. Here, the actuarian is also, using statistics. So in order to design, in order to implement, in order to review, in order to extinct, or in order to extend a policy, statistics is important. That's why statistics provides sophisticated information regard to insurance activities. Next one, financial services. So finance is the lifeblood of a business organization, and financial services are those tools that provide short-term, mid-term, and long-term financial assistance, as well as some technical support also. Commercial paper, bills of exchange, you have some letter of credit, all are comes under financial services. So in order to offer certain financial services, you need some information. For example, whenever a financial service organizations come forward to provide financial assistance to a client, it must collect the data of that company or the client. It must classify, it must analyze, and it must know the creditworthiness of that client. Then only it will supposed to issue financial services. The next one, market research. This is another area of business where statistics became more important. Market stands for not only demand and supply, it stands for an important stuff called as customer or consumer, right? Number of customers, age profile of customers, demographic profile of customers, buying habits of customers, buying patterns of customers, patterns of customer behavior, competitors, products and services, government policies and decisions. You are all supposed to require to collect all this information, data in the market, in the economy. Based on that information, you are supposed to start, you are supposed to invent, you are supposed to create a new service or a product. As per the statistics, there are three items, there are three goods and services being invented on an average per a minute nowadays. For 1 minute, there are three kinds of services or goods are being developed by the marketing agencies, particularly the business organization. Based on the statistical information, you are supposed to design, you are supposed to modify, you are supposed to launch your product. In case of marketing aspects like promotional activities, price activities, product activities, and place activities, I am saying reversely. This is called as marketing makes 4 P's. Every aspect needs and requires information. Based on the statistical data, you can formulate promotional policies. You can modify or reorder your price strategies. Develop your price strategies. Based on the market research information, you can redesign your product. You can resegment your market also. Right? This is next one, quality assurance. Quality assurance is a continuous process of laying down standards, checkpoints, and ensure that product was produced as per the parameters required by it. So this is a online or parallel or continuous and simultaneous activity by the organizations nowadays we see. Japan is famous for its quality products. You can see quality circle concepts in Japan where the employees will gather themselves and form as a team, and they are supposed to review and they are supposed to monitor the quality parameters of the production by their own. No other, external, inspection or supervision is there, right? So in order to track and trace the quality parameters on par with the production process, you are supposed to use the data, particularly in the form of statistics, right? So statistics provides some tools of analysis in statistics that will aid to assure quality of service and product also. Not only simply getting by feedback, it will not. You have to keep the promise after the sales also. That's why we have a new concept called as PSP, post sales promise. What it means, this is one kind of quality assurance mechanism. Whenever a product was not properly working, you are supposed to return. The company is supposed to accept that return. This is usual, but after usage of that product, you are also supposed to return that product to the concerned organization, and the concerned organization is ready to accept that one, right? For example, you are using a smartphone. After 3 years, it will not supposed to the trend of that time. Then you are supposed to return it. Don't think it as an exchange process. So ideal or useless products will be collected by the organizations. This is one kind of quality assurance mechanism. That's why a company with good quality assurance mechanism with the help of statistics will survive as long as much and will develop a ultimate loyalty among the customers towards their services and goods. Next one, accounts and audit department. You can see that accounting is the language of business, which is concerned with recording and interpretation of the business transactions in order to get the profit and loss status and financial position. We have different branches like cost accountancy, financial accountancy, management accounting, everywhere. If we go through management accounting, that is a science of accounting provides information to the managers, where you are supposed to use some prepare some statements like comparative analysis, trend analysis, ratio analysis, all are statistical measurements. That's why in accounts also statistics is became more prominent, and auditing also. This is a true and fair checkness point or checkness activity of accounts by organizations. During the course of auditing, the auditor is supposed to get some checkpoints, put some checkpoints and go through that checkpoints to trace out the accuracy of the accounts and the application of accounting principles as or not, right? In case of watching, in case of checking, in order to identify certain issues like teaming and leading, statistics are some clues and cues being used by the auditors. That's why in accounting and auditing also statistics became more prominent. And next one, production, the ultimate activity of any kind of business, particularly industrial activity, it is termed as. So production, where since from the production plan and design and implementation and review, every phase of this production process involves some statistical applications regard to composition of the raw material, regard to mix of or composition of the production factors, regard to displacement of production factors, regard to substitution of production factors, all are backed by statistics. That's why statistics provides information towards successful completion of production and towards achievement its efficiency and towards maintenance of quality and towards maintenance of standards of production. That's why it is an important aspect. And finance, as just we said that finance is the lifeblood of any kind of organization, whether it may be a business or whether it may be a non-business organization. Finance includes three important areas where they are raising of funds, investment of funds, and repayment of funds. Simple. Raising of funds, investment of funds, and repayment of funds. These are important parameters in financial management. Here also you need to analyze the data. For example, here you have a choice of, range of choices regard to raising investments. You have some mutual funds, you have some equity funds, share capital, you have some preference share capital, you have some bonds, and you have some debentures. In order to choose any one which will lead you to best rate of return, you are supposed to use statistical methods, operation research. And financial analysis can be done through the statistical methods only. So statistical provides not only data collection, not only data classification, it offers us many kind of tools and techniques that make us to compare the situation, identify the relationship between the variables of that situation or phenomena, and it also aids us to test the decision taken by the organization, right? Next one, HR, human resources. This is the most volatile nature of resource of any kind of organization. Since from the recruitment to the retirement or retrenchment, we have some different phases in HR, called as recruitment, followed by selection, followed by training, followed by placement, followed by promotion and development, and followed by retirement or retrenchment. These are some distinguished tasks in every phase of this one. Which kind of selection process you need to follow? Statistics provides answer. How can you appraise the performance of your workforce or your people, HR? Statistics provides. We have many kinds of tools like normal probability curve, probability distributions, correlation analysis, qualitative tools. These are particularly meant for HR analysis or HR analytics, right? So statistics provides information regard to HR management also. Next one, operations research. Operation means the basic activity of any business can be called as operation. Trading is the operation for a trader. Supply is an operation for the suppliers. Production or manufacturing is the operation for a manufacturer or a production. All are operations. What do you mean by operation research? Operation research tends to collection and classification and making cause and effect and analysis part of business activities taken by, carried out by the business organization. Statistics provides many kinds of tools regard to track and trace and test the viability and validity of all types of business activities. With the help of technology in statistics, you can evaluate and monitor your operations on your fingertips. So OR is the branch of statistics also. Operation research is the extension of statistics also, that provides all kind of information and up-to-date status of business operations of any organizations across or among the globe. Next one, business cycles. This is an economical term. Change occurred over a period of stable time can be called as business cycles. Since from the inception of the business, you are supposed to go through these phases, like starting of the business, then basic growth, then normal loss, then normal profits, then maximum profits, then decline in the profits, then complete decline of the business, then it will lead to recession and you are supposed to rejuvenate. Of course, based on the industry type, it will take some periodical time for 2 years or 3 years. So statistics provides to estimate how much time we can enjoy the prosperity, how much time we are supposed to be in recession, how much time it will take to rejuvenate ourselves. These are some statistical applications regard to business cycles. So dear students, these are some areas where ultimately statistics provides all kind of information to these areas, and it aids us to analyze, not only providing information, not only data collection and presentation, it provides sophisticated and meaningful analysis, and it provides some tools and techniques to evaluate your situations, and it aids us to predict and estimate. After all, in all aspects like insurance, production and manufacturing, everything involves forecasting of future. Whenever there is a need of forecasting of future, you are supposed to use statistics tools like estimation theories, probability distributions, probability theorems, and some normal probability curve, standard deviation. All are some important aspects, right? So dear students, this is regard to importance of statistics in business management, right? The next we will go for the next one. Okay, importance of statistics in other fields where the statistics now become an important aspect. Other fields may be branch of sciences or a click body of knowledge or everything, right? So first we'll look about economics. Economics is a branch of knowledge concerned with study of human behavior regard to matching of scarce resources with plenty of opportunities. Of course, as per Adam Smith, wealth creation is called as economics. As per Marshall, human behavior regard to matching of limited resources with plenty of opportunities, like in the form of consumer surplus. As per Robbins, concept of scarce. As per Samuelson, concept of growth. If you take these definitions, it is a branch of knowledge concerned with study of human behavior regarded to usage of limited resources, facing over of scarce or scarcity, and getting maximum benefit or in the form of consumer surplus or maximum utility. So this is regard to economics. If you further classify it into macroeconomics, concerned with an individual or a single firm, microeconomics it is, and macroeconomics concerned with the entire nation, where economics try to develop some tools and some theorems like law of diminishing value theorem, law of consumer surplus, law of production factor, wages theorems, all are theoretical aspects. With the advent and entrance of statistics in economics, now it became a new subject called as econometrics. What it means? Application of statistical tools and techniques in economic theorems. Since numbers are proved and proven, that's why econometrics now in a position to identify every issue of economic problem in a positive and in an effective way. By usage of statistics, in economics, you can design some plans, you can develop some economic laws, you can study the problems like poverty, inflation. Inflation also includes numbers, single digit inflation rate, double digit inflation rate. You can also identify the reasons for the various economics imbalances, in the economy and problems in the economy, and you can provide some information to, solutions to get out of these results also, right? So economics application of statistics now become econometrics, where you are supposed to analyze economic issues or economic theorems or economic projections or solutions with the help of statistics. Next one, mathematics. See, statistics is a applied mathematics branch of mathematics called as applied mathematics in earlier days. It means to say that statistics was evolved in the from and through mathematics, but now it became and it is dominating mathematics also. In mathematics also you are using statistical techniques. That's why it is called as mathematical statistics, right? So application of arithmetic function, logical functions of mathematics is in statistics we are come to know. But nowadays statistical tools being used in the mathematics towards development of theorems. You have some discrete number technique. Discrete number technique is the backbone for any computer language. Based on this discrete mathematic number, usage of statistical points regard to estimation theory and probability curves. Now we have a beautiful technique enjoying called as blockchain technology. This is the application of mathematics along with statistics. That's why statistics became a prominent source for mathematical analysis or mathematical application also. Then next one, you can see that application of statistics in natural sciences like biology, called as botany and zoology, since from the Charles Darwin theorem, since from the body mass index theorem, since from the 3 laws of plant sizes or plant changes. Every theorem developed in the area of natural sciences are backed by statistical tools. Usage of correlation analysis, usage of regression analysis, and usage of probability techniques and distribution theorems are nowadays become prominently in natural sciences in order to create, a hybrid plant or a hybrid breed, what it may be. Everywhere you are using statistics. Based on the statistical tools and information, we are enjoying the fruits of natural sciences in the form of many kinds of flowers, many kinds of fruits, and with maximum output also. Okay, like agriculture revolution, an example of natural sciences backed by the statistics. Next one, physical sciences. Physical science or physics is the caretaker to look after all sciences. Ultimate and concrete and undoubted science is called as physics, where also statistics became more important, since from Isaac Newton's 3 laws, gravity law, theory of gravity law, all are backed by numbers and numerical information. Okay, right? Electrons, protons, neutrons, chemical reactions, all as a part of application of statistics, and which led the sciences over a wide range of utilization in nowadays. Next one, social sciences, including political science, history, and you can see that sociology, all are comes under social sciences or humanity sciences, where the human is important character or feature. If you go through politics, there is a science called as application of statistics in political science called as psephology, deals with identification, analysis of the behavior, I mean voting behavior of the people of any nation. You might have seen in TVs like political party discussions and opinion pollings. Whenever the mass level of election takes place, some organization came to forward themselves. They used to collect data, they used to analyze, they used to predict, they used to estimate, and they used to map the statistical methods like correlation, regression analysis, and probability distributions in order to get the pull out of opinion of the various people regards to winning chances of a particular political party. This is called as psephology, right? So all are part of application of statistics in these sciences. Next one, other disciplines like meteorology, right? Meteorology is a science, is a branch of science or knowledge concerned with location of and allocation of resources, natural resources. This is particularly meant for identification of natural calamities, rainfalling, temperature levels, all are part of meteorology. You can see in news channels, they are used to spoke on the coming 24 hours weather report. How can they come to that point? Usage of statistics, particularly correlation analysis and regression analysis and probability distribution theorems, all are part of that meteorology department. That's why now we are in a safe position to cope, to face the natural calamities. Earthquake information, rainfall information, drought information, and some natural disaster information can be known on our fingertips by usage of statistics. And next one, geology. This is a science or branch of science concerned with identification of natural resources under the earth, right? By usage of statistical techniques, you can identify. Recently, I'm saying that methane resources or methane gas base traced by the Geology Department of India in Andhra Pradesh or Krishna River Basin. This is one important outcome of geological statistics, right? So these statistics provides geological survey, geological location of resources and services, I mean of various items. Next one, astronomy, science of universe, called as a science of or branch of science of universe. In order to get the information through satellites, now we are enjoying the satellite transmission technology in the form of cell phones and mobile phones. All are comes under astronomy, right? Launching of satellites, location of satellites. Many countries making investments, lot of investment on astronomy analysis. Even though we have a universal space research organization in the universe, the functionary mechanism, the law of gravity, the law of estimation, or some statistical applications that made the astronomers astronomy very strong and ever brighten. Right? Next one, medicine and health. Whenever you are supposed to go to hospital, there are some tests like pulse rate, blood pressure rate. You can see 120/80, a normal BP rate of a normal, I mean a normal body, 120/80. This is an exemplary record of statistics application. Complete blood picture analysis. Every kind of disease can be traced by usage of statistical methods, particularly in biopsy and analysis also. And healthcare, not only in medicine, of course, health makeup also we are using. Nowadays, many gadgets available to you. If you wear that gadget and make walking yourself, it will prompt you how many calories were consumed by your walking or by your swimming or by your running. Now we have many information regard to composition of proteins, carbohydrates, fats of each food item. This is because of usage of statistics in healthcare analysis. So many kinds of healthcare products are available nowadays in the market, you can see betterly. These are some important aspects regard to usage of statistics, right? So not only formulate medicine, not only diagnose ill health, it also provides healthcare mechanisms. It also provides information to the business organization towards development. Nowadays, you can see that there is a boom in the market regard to sanitization. I mean, sanitizers, regard to what I mean to say, floor cleaners like Dettol and somewhere, right? So many kinds of products were evolved during this COVID recession because of the information. So all are interdependent and independent also, right? Dear students, this is the emergence of statistics on all the fields, since from econometrics, mathematical statistics, natural sciences, physical sciences, meteorology, geology, astronomy. Simply, we can say that now we cannot trace a field where statistics was not involved. I'm saying that you cannot locate any single field or area, a person or issue or a domain where statistics was not used. That's why statistics now called as universal application science. I'm saying that earlier it was a science of data collection and presentation. Next it was said as data analysis science. Next it was said as data, science of future definition. Now it is called as a universal application science. Means on the earth, in the universe, the statistics was widely spread and made itself as a dominant source for the day-to-day survival of any kind of activity or business operation, right? So this is the regard to importance of statistics to the common man, like cognitive statistics, and to the state in the form of statecraft of science of statecraft, and in the area of business and management, this is the index of business and management, and whereas other fields can be called as universal application science regard to the statistical importance, right? Based on these two sessions, you can get the basic idea of importance and scope of statistics, how it was emerging, and why we are supposed to learn about statistics and statistical methods, right? Thank you.